Hello everyone. If you can hear me, just let me know in the chat and we will wait for some more time to see if anybody else wants to join. I'm doing good, Dora. Can you hear me? Good to know. We'll wait for some more time and see if more people wants to join and then I will start taking question one by one. Feel free to post your questions in the chat. I will be answering them. I think we don't have any questions today. If you have any question, feel free to put it in the chat. We have something. Uh, the company you have joined, has your work at this started already? No, it hasn't because my joining is from 14th of November. But they're providing me some courses in the meantime so that I can do those courses. So courses like AWS or things like that. So yeah, so I will be just working on those kind of courses in the meantime, and my visa process is still going on. So that's the thing. But visa sponsorship visa won't take much time, but the company itself is a startup, so they need some certifications and clearance from the government that they can sponsor their employees. So just in that, it is taking quite a lot of time. So once that is done, I think it will hardly take 8 to 9 days to get my visa, and after that I will start working. So the tentative date is now 14th of November. So yeah, that's there. We have few more people joining in. So yeah, if you have joined just now, welcome. And if you have any questions, just let me know in the chat. I'll be more than happy to answer those questions. Hi, I have NASCOM certificate in data science. Is it worthy, or should I take an other certificate from IBM or Google? So the thing is, it's not like you need to have a lot of certificates and things like that. But if you if you do any certificate, it's totally fine. NASCOM or Google or IBM, it's totally fine. Companies won't really look into your certifications. They will look into the portfolio and the projects that you have done. And if you are talking about admit to get an admit and to apply to a good universities, I think NASCOM certificate is totally fine. So you don't really need to spend more on other certificates. So whatever certificate you have is totally fine. Just try to have a good portfolio and put these things in your resume. So that should be totally fine. You don't really need to spend more on other certificates. Today chat is so silent. Hertfordshire or Northumbria University. So Northumbria University's fees is relatively higher than Hertfordshire, and but uh, in terms of course content, I think both the universities have good course content, so it doesn't really matter much. I recently made a video about affordable universities. In that, I included Hertfordshire, but not Northumbria University because Northumbria University fees is above £16,000. So that's there. If I was on a budget and if I had this limitation, like what type of fee, for how much fees I can pay, I would probably go for Hertfordshire. One more reason is it's just 50 minutes by train from London, so that's there. But if we talk about the location itself, or mainly for part-time jobs, I think it would be hard to find a part-time job even in Newcastle because Northumbria University is in Newcastle. So many of my friends who haven't got a full-time job at this point, they are moving to southern part of the UK, near to London, Southampton, Bristol, Birmingham, Manchester, because there they will be able to find part-time jobs at least until they get a full-time job so that they can support themselves. So in smaller cities, it's kind of hard to find part-time jobs at this point because everything is getting really expensive, and all the small shops they want to cut down on as much expense they can. So either of the locations, Hertfordshire or Northumbria University, I think to find a part-time job will be sort of hard. I'm not saying it's impossible. There is still chance that you might be able to find something, but it's not as easy as it used to be. So if you can save some amount in terms of course fees, I think it's better to go for Hertfordshire because the course content is really good, and uh, you will probably be able to save some amount in that regard. So yeah, but if money is not a problem, then you choose either of the universities, you won't regret. Hi, when do you think is the best time to start working on DS projects? As soon as you get time or as soon as you have availability, you can start working. The sooner you start, the better. So, if you are in your bachelor's, it's and by the third semester, I think you will be able to gain all the programming skills and things like that. So, it's better to take your final year project in data science domain. So that way you will get the whole year to work on something. And along with your main project, you can do some small side projects as well. If you have completed your bachelor's and if you are still working in some company but it's not related to data science, then you can always work on weekends to build up your profile and things like that. If you are in your master's, especially if you are in the UK, then I think after first semester you can start. You will have 6 months to work on your own projects. But the thing is, if you do masters from the UK, most of the projects or the assignments that you will do as part of your modules, they will be some type of good projects. So you don't really need to do extra projects. But if you want to have a outstanding portfolio or if you want to stand apart from from your classmates, then definitely you can invest some time. So yeah, that is what I would suggest. I am currently doing a short course in data science with Python from the University of Cape Town. For the first time, what would you suggest? Which course can I pursue after completing? I think one course should be fine to have you good understanding of data science. But if this course is very basic, like if they are just covering data analytics part and Python packages and probably Python as a programming language and basics of machine learning, they're not really covering the mathematics part and stuff, then probably you will have to look for some course where they can teach you in depth. So earlier applied AI course used to be really good, but then now they have merged with Scalar, so I don't really suggest that course anymore. But iNeuron is still offering some decent courses, and they're actually good courses, and they are affordable as well. So you can look into iNeuron now, and probably that will be a good option after your course. Living cost in Greenwich University. You mean the location where Greenwich University is located? So University is located in London, so rents will be really high, that I can say. But the thing about bigger cities, what I have seen is they have bigger stores. So in the UK, if I have to name some of the stores where you can get your groceries and stuff, are Asda, Lidl, Morrison, Sainsbury, things like that. So in bigger cities, they have bigger stores. So in bigger stores, you usually find variety of stuff, and these stores have their own product or the product which is labeled with their brand. So they tend to be cheaper. But and in these bigger stores, you usually find in bigger cities. But in smaller city where I am living, Newcastle, there are some bigger stores, but they are quite far from where I'm living. So the store which I have nearby is relatively small, so I have less variety. So if I need something, I'll have to buy the expensive one. I don't really have any other option. So in that regard, I think you will save some money on groceries and stuff, but it will get balanced out by the rent you will be paying because the rents are really high. The room where I am living in the Newcastle is around £440, and if I have to take the similar size room in London, I'll easily have to pay around £800 or something. So that's there. Yeah, so it will be expensive to live in London or around Greenwich University. I am planning for T-side next year, MSc Data Science. Will the situation get better next year? In Middleburg, or what's your opinion? So, if situation gets better or worse, it will be throughout the UK. It's not like for a particular region, but people can say that Rishi Sunak is Indian, so things might get better. But the thing is, when he is an Indian and not he is not an Indian, of course, but his Indian origin. So when he will make some decision which will favor India, people will look at him with a different perspective. So he might not want to do all those kind of things. And a government official who said that Indians are making chaos in UK and they should be moved out of India and things like that. He has reinstated her. So that's a bad thing. So I don't know what now will happen with all the PSW stuff which is going on. So we still need to wait and see how things pan out. And even I can't really comment on what will happen. But the policies that Rishi Sunak has, it should be better than what Liz Truss was doing. And we can already see that pound has recovered by quite a lot. If I tell you right now, pound had gone all the way to 88 or something, but now it's 95.56. So pound is again improving. So there is a hope that economy will revive and things will be fine. But I don't know what will happen with post-study work visa and things like that. So I can't really say what will happen in Middlesbrough, but overall in the UK, things are looking to be better, at least in terms of economical conditions. So that's there. So I hope within a year or two, things will be fine. What do you think of University of Glasgow? It's a good university. It's a very reputed university. Course content is good. City is really good. Lot of companies are there in Glasgow. So in general, overall, it's a very good university. I completed my BTech in mechanical recently and did a 4 month course in data science. I want to apply Hertfordshire September intake. What will you suggest me to do to get a seat in there? Um, if you can, in the meantime, if you can take, because you have a lot of time, so if you take a course on Udemy just to have something on your resume related to data science because you want to apply, because if you just say I have no experience of programming, I have no experience of data science, but I want to go for the course, probably university will pick someone who has little bit of experience, knowledge at least. So I would suggest learn programming and then you go for some mini course on Udemy. So that should help you. If the university has already started the application, this is the right time to do so, because most of the universities usually open their admission portal at this time for next September intake. So if you are ready with your IELTS score, you can start applying. The sooner you apply, the more chances you will have to get an admit. So yeah, this is the right time. You can start applying for masters in any of the universities which you have shortlisted. Is IELTS score a compulsory one for universities like Teesside, UCLan, Hertfordshire? So you need to check on their website if they have specifically mentioned that they need IELTS score, then definitely you need. But yes, there are a lot of universities, they don't really need your IELTS score. So if you can just show that your education was in English medium, that should be fine. And probably in your 11th, 12th, if you had more than 70%, I think, in English, I think you should be fine. And some universities do accept Duolingo score as well. So you need to go to their website and see what they have. But if you can't find anything rigid, you can always email the admission team, and they will be able to tell you better what is important and what is not. So that is what I would suggest. Are there job opportunities in UK considering recession? I am planning to take masters in data science next year, so concerned about the same. Can you please elaborate? Uh, Job opportunities are there. I'm not gonna say it's completely gone, like you can't find any opportunities, because there are so many companies, and even though everything is going on, there are many smaller companies coming up. People are working on things, and many people are getting retired, of course, so there will be openings, but salaries might not increase by a drastic margin, because companies also want to cut down on expenses. At this point, layoffs are not being seen at this point, of course, so because companies are still not sure in which direction UK will go. So I mean, if you just want to see job openings are there or not, you can go to various platforms and search for data science roles. If you don't want to go to other platforms, just go to LinkedIn and see how many jobs are there on LinkedIn uh, in data science, data analytics, data engineering. So you will see a lot of openings. So openings are there, but also when you are seeing those things, also see how many people are applying. So competition is really high, and this is the case mainly in English speaking countries. So it is same in US, UK, Canada, Australia, so Ireland. So everywhere it's the same. And some of my colleagues, they are from Ireland, so they were saying living expense is even worse in Ireland at this point. So that's there. That's why they have moved to UK for now. So I don't know. Yeah, jobs are there, but competition is also there. So if you can be mentally prepared that you will have to put in a lot of effort to get a job, I think you should be fine. But if you feel like you're scared of competition and you might not be able to fit in and you might not be able to compete, then I will suggest to reconsider. So yeah, that's the answer. Jobs are there, but it's highly competitive job market right now. For a good path in data science, what are your top three courses you need to have? You just need one course, one good course is good enough to be good in data science. And if I have to suggest someone today a course, I will probably suggest iNeuron course, because apart from that, I think CloudX Lab also has some sort of good course, so that could also be a consideration. I don't remember the fees of that course, so yeah, you can look into those courses. But if you want to go for Coursera or Coursera or maybe Udemy, you on Udemy also you have a lot of courses, but they are very basic. They don't really go much into maths and stuff. So that's there. On Coursera, you can find lot of courses from deep learning AI, I think. Yeah, so you can see that course. That course is also really good. And there are data analytics courses if you just want to uh, stick to data analytics. There is this course by Google, so you can take that. So you just need one course. You don't really have to jump between different courses, because if you follow different materials, it will only confuse you. Because I have been there when I was in my university, and in my bachelor's. So when I wanted to understand a concept which was not properly explained in class or at least in the notes, I used to go on YouTube and I used to follow multiple lectures, and it just used to make me more confused. So I started following just one material, and it worked for me. And if you want a data science notes, it's available on my channel. You can find the link, so you can use that as a reference if you want. So that will also help you. Can you tell how to crack? Sorry. Can you tell me how to check for visa sponsorship jobs for fresher? There is no one way to check whether the job is for sponsor, if the job is sponsored or not, because some companies do mention in their description that they're ready to sponsor. Some companies don't. Most companies don't. So it's like you have to apply for all the jobs, and if they want to sponsor your visa, they will do it. But if they don't want to sponsor your visa, there is no way that uh, you can get a sponsorship. But then what you can do is, if in the beginning they are saying that they won't be sponsoring your visa, and if you don't have any other sponsored job, take that offer and go to the company, work for a month or so. Don't immediately apply for post study work visa. I mean, I also don't exceed the limit of your visa. So don't immediately apply for PSW, and ask your manager after 2 months, based on your performance, if they want, if they're ready to sponsor your visa now. And some people have got sponsorship this way. So this is one thing that you can do. But before having an offer, before getting into the company, you can't really tell that whether a company is ready to sponsor you or not. I'm doing good, Ayush. I hope you're doing good as well. I did the Google Data Analytics course by Google on Coursera too. It's a very good course. Yeah, I've heard a very good feedbacks about this course. So definitely, if somebody wants to just kickstart and just getting into data science and they want to start with data analytics, I think this is a very good course to start with. And if you're finding this live stream, live Q&A helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, because it always let me know that yes, these things are making more sense to you guys and are being helpful to you. So yeah, do click on the like button. My interview with that company happened in data analyst position. How was it? Did you find it to be insightful? Like what type of questions they ask? How was the experience? And are there any other rounds, or they just had one interview round and they want to make decision based on that? It was a fairly good interview actually. Before this, then sent me a problem statement that I had to solve with SQL and Excel. Yeah, usually nowadays most of the companies are doing. I made a video on different type of interview process. So yesterday itself I uploaded that video. So in that I discussed about all the different type of stages that one can expect for data science interviews. So yeah, this was there in that video as well. So that's what some companies are doing. They give you problem statement to solve using SQL, Excel, Python, whatever programming language you want to do. So yeah, that's the thing. And by the way, I have also created a membership on the channel because many people wanted to connect one to one. So if you are a member of the channel, you can connect with me one to one, have your queries clarified. I have a meeting today at 3:30 with one of the members. So I I used to do this without a membership, but the thing is, people used to send me a list of 10, 15 universities without even telling what they actually want and things like that. So it used to waste so much of my time and also their time because when I'm on a call, they will send me a list of so many universities and I'll have to sit and I'll have to look through the course content. One thing I can do, which is very simple, is just look through the universities and say based on the university which I know is a good and some universities are not good. But that's not fair, right? Because what if a university has a good course content and it's just I don't know about it? So commenting on that university would be really bad for everyone. So I decided not to do that, and because there are like 130 universities or maybe 120 universities in the UK, and it's not possible for me to know about all the universities. So that's why, just to reduce on the number of calls, because I used to get so many calls, or we used to connect in meetings like Google Meets and stuff a lot, but then it used to take a lot of time. So just to reduce the number of calls and meetings, I created this membership. So if you still feel like you need one-to-one session, um, join the membership and probably we can. Uh, and then once you join the membership, you will get a link where you can schedule a meeting. So in that meeting, we can discuss about all those things. But I also suggest that before the meeting, send me the list of all the universities and the queries that you have, because based on that, I will be able to prepare well and it will be more worth of your time and it will be very time efficient for me as well. So, yeah, that's there. In this interview, there was technical discussion mostly, and they wanted to know my previous work experience and what languages I used and what to do. Yeah, that's great. Fair enough. Do you have any other interviews after this round, or this was the final round? Which language is preferable for data science, R or Python? Some companies like using R. Most of the companies are using Python. So in industry, Python is the preferred language, but in educational field or companies which are more on statistical side, they prefer R. So if you want to be in machine learning and deep learning, I think it's better to go with Python. You will be most of the companies are using Python for now. Yeah, I will have one more interview if I clear this round, but the chances are it won't be technical as they said. This is the mail. This in the mail. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. So I hope you clear this round and the next round and you get offer. So if you want to move to Netherlands, probably you don't have to do masters anymore. You can probably straight away join the company. I hope, if you want to go to Netherlands. But if you want to come to UK or any other place, English speaking country, then probably you'll have to go through the masters way. Also, it's a small company with like 16 employees and the position is remote. Okay, so you don't have to move to Netherlands, is it? You will be working from India. Oh. One thing is good, but then yeah, there's always this trade-off. It's okay. At least you got experience of being interviewed and what type of questions they ask. So that's a good thing. But if they're paying a good amount, yeah, the thing would be Europe. Like, yeah, that's it. And if they're paying you decently, I think it's worth working for a few years. And then if you want to probably switch to some other country, you can do that based on the experience you have. Or if you want to go for masters, you can do that as well after some time. And with that experience, you will be able to. Okay, I'll see. I might have got the mail. So yeah, for one-to-one meeting. So yeah, gain some experience and yeah, gain some experience and probably after that you can use that experience as a leverage, and that will help you to gain some good role afterwards. Yeah, that's a good decision. Yeah, if they're paying you well, then definitely join. Which SL Group University is better for data science, which is affordable and has good course content? So most of the universities which are on Russell Group list are expensive, but I think Newcastle University's fees, I don't know what's the fees for this year or next year, but they usually offer a scholarship of around £4,000 or maybe £5,000. I don't remember exactly. And it's fairly easy to get this. So this reduces your fees by a significant amount. So you will be able to do the course from Russell Group University with a very good course content for around 20 to £21,000, which in my opinion is a good deal. And Newcastle is relatively affordable place to live in as well. Those were some of the reasons why I chose Newcastle University, because I was getting a really good course content. They were offering everything that one should need to know to be a data scientist in a course. So plus the additional stuff as well. So yeah, for me Russell Group was a good option, but I think there might be some other universities. I think University of Aberdeen, they have a good course content. Uh, I don't remember the fee, so I still need to, because the fees has changed quite a lot in past 2 years. So I'll have to look into the current state of Russell Group universities and their fees, and then only I'll be able to tell if there is any other university which are worth looking into. But I have done my masters from Newcastle University, and I personally feel it was worth paying whatever I paid. So yeah, this is one of the universities that you can look into. But I will also look into some other Russell Group universities, and probably I can let you know about that. Hertfordshire University have two courses, one data science and analytics. Which course is tough, and explain the difference between? I will look into the course content and then I will let you know what is the difference. So I will make a note of it, and probably after this live stream I can let you know. I'm definitely going for masters next year, so just want to have some work experience before that, as I have also finished my bachelor's a while ago. Yeah, that's a good decision because having some experience is much better than having nothing. What about a part-time job in Newcastle? So, like I talked about this in this live stream itself, it's not easy to find part-time jobs anymore in smaller cities because of the expense which is going so high, and most of the smaller businesses are trying to cut down on the cut down on their expenses, so things like that. So whoever wants to find a part-time job, they are finding it to be hard to do so. So I will say it's not easy to find part-time job in Newcastle. But on the positive note is the Newcastle University has a lot of research work going on. It has this catalyst building where there's a lot of data related projects going on. So if you manage to find an internship there, then it will give you some experience in data domain. It will also pay you. So in that regard, I think it's fine. That's how I was able to find a data science internship, and I did internship rather than a part-time job. Which ML book would you recommend for beginners? So I have a short video on my channel. So if you go to my channel and go to the short section, there I have discussed about some of the good books for machine learning. I think five books. So yeah, that short video should help you. Do you follow UK politics like news and stuff? Yeah, I do. I am not to the extreme extent, but yeah, I do follow just to stay up to date. Is it easy to get a company who can sponsor your visa after 1 year of master? It is not easy to find a company to sponsor your visa, but also it's not impossible. So that's the answer. Any resource to practice beginners Python projects? Um, yeah, I recently made a video about working on a live projects. So there is this platform called Omdena. If you want to know more about Omdena, you can OMDENA. So if you want to know more about that platform, you can go and watch that video. So that should help you. But then there you can go, you can join some chapters. They call it as local chapters, and they are live projects actually. So when you will be working there, there will be people who are leading those projects, so they will assist you. But if you have no knowledge about Python, like you have just started learning Python, and if you want to get familiarized with Python and be more comfortable with the syntax, I would suggest you to first go on lead code and solve some problems, at least 50 to 60 problems. And once you feel comfortable, then you can go to Umden and you can actually work on AI related projects. That will give you a very good idea about how to work on real world projects. How hard is it to find internship in that department of Newcastle University? How hard is it? I don't know how many people tried finding an internship, so I can't really tell. But I went to a meetup, and there I was able to talk to the director of National Innovation Center of Aging, and I told him I have interest in certain things, and he told what he is doing, and I felt like, yeah, we can do something together. And along with me, I was able to bring in two of my friends also, so they also got internship, and then there were two other people. They got internship as an instructor, because sometimes university conduct some sort of training for people who are already in the companies and they are not very technically sound, so they conduct those kind of sessions. So they were instructor there. So two more people were able to find something, and then there was this hackathon sort of thing. So one of my friend, actually the team of people, like there were three or four people, so they participated in that hackathon and they did really well, and they were able to find some sort of internship. So if you see, if you try different approaches. If you just go on a website and if you just apply for internships, probably you won't find, because university has their own portal where you can apply for internships. That might be the hardest way to do that, but if you go and talk to people in that way, you will be able to find some sort of internship. You didn't include. Yes, I didn't, because the fees of that university is above 1,000, sorry, 16,000. So that's the thing. But in general, the university is good, and I have also texted a lot of people from Coventry University, and I am waiting for their response. It's really hard for some. It's really hard on LinkedIn to get response from people. So I'm still waiting. Once they respond, I am planning to have them on the channel and probably do a one-to-one interview sort of thing, so that we can get understand more about Coventry University. So that video I am planning to post within a week, a dedicated video for Coventry University with some student experience. So hopefully, if somebody replies, I will try to put that video up soon. Essex, Exeter, and Greenwich, which is better? I think Exeter has a better course content. I still need to look into the course content of Exeter because it's been a while. I haven't looked into that. But in general, it's a very good university, and among these three universities, I think Exeter is the best pick it could be. Um, After that, I think I liked Greenwich course content, and then Essex. So yeah, that's my priority list. How do you clean data with Python? If you don't mind me asking, what was the pay rate? Okay, that is the other question. So, how do I clean data with Python? Is it totally depends on the kind of data I have. I do a lot of um exploratory analysis first, and you can use matplotlib, you can use cbon for exploratory analysis, and there are two different packages, which is sweetwiz. You can use that for quick eda. You just need to write 3 lines and it does quite a lot of eda. But I would highly suggest against this sweetwiz, and one is pandas profiling. If you are just getting into data science, uh, I would highly suggest you to do all the exploratory analysis manually using Matplotlib and Seaborn. Once you feel like you know what to look for in the data, because all the data are very different, and you will have to look for certain patterns and things like that. So once you feel is you know all the things what you need to look for, after that you can use Sweetways and Pandas profiling. Maybe after a year or so, when you have experience with Matplotlib and Seaborn. So those are the tools which I use. I see for missing values, I see for outliers. For outliers, you can have a box plot, you can calculate z value, you can have a scatter plot, things like that, and you can see if the data set is balanced or not. So things like that. And most of the times, if a column has a lot of missing values, it does not mean that it's a junk column. There could be a logical reason. So you need to see based on what field, or the missing columns have high correlation with some other column. So there are a lot of things that you need to see. So these are the things which I do. So I hope I was able to answer your question. If you don't mind me asking, what was the pay rate they were giving you in your internship, and was it 20 hours per week? Yes, it was 20 hours per week, and as far as I remember, it was around 11.98 pounds per hour, or 8 9. It was something like that. And one of my friend, where two of my friends, where they were doing their internship, it was 10 pounds per hour. We're almost about to reach 1 hour. If you guys still have questions, feel free to post it in the chat. I'll be more than happy to answer those. Uh, and I won't restrict the live stream for 1 hour because I still have some time. So yeah, feel free to post a question. But if you don't have any questions, we can always end the live stream and I will probably go back to my work again. Damn, I didn't get a lot of stuff, tough stuff. Lot of tongue twisters these days. Uh, you just said, as I don't have much experience working with data, I have only done one small project till now. That's totally fine. I mean, whenever you hear people say stuff which you don't understand, don't take it as a demotivator or things like that. Always see it as their scope to learn and always try to learn as much as you could. So when you don't understand something, I suggest you to note down those keywords and probably google about it and see what they actually do, what they actually mean, and that way you can always keep your learning process up and running. There are sometimes when I see people, they talk about something, I have no clue about it even after being in this industry for around 2 to 3 years maybe. So it's not like I know everything, or even people with, let's say, 10, 15 years of experience can't say that I know everything. So it's all about continuous learning. So yeah. How did you find a sponsorship job? I just went to LinkedIn. I applied to lots and lots of jobs, maybe 200 plus jobs, and I had multiple offers. Most of them were non-sponsored. Out of that one, luckily they were like, "Yes, we will sponsor your visa," and that's how I find my job. That's how I found my sponsorship job. So it's all about applying to as many jobs as you can. So that's all. There's no secret to it, or I didn't do anything different to get a sponsorship job. So, like, do you visualize data before? Yes, because without visualizing, how will you know that if the data is clean or not? Yes, you can find the missing values. You can see, I think, apart from missing values and imbalanced data set, it's really hard to find those small things out of data without visualizing it. And it's not like you visualize the data once and then you clean it, or you clean the data once and then you visualize it. It goes hand in hand. So you visualize the data, you clean certain stuff, you again visualize the data, you clean certain stuff, you again visualize data, and you see if it is proper or not. If it is not, then you do more data manipulation. So it's a cycle, and it's not like a ladder. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, definitely there is a lot of scope, right? Thanks for the tip for Googling keywords. We'll do that more often. I mean, if you are good at Googling, I think you will end up solving a lot of things, you know. And if you, once you become a good at Googling, you should actually mention Googling on your resume, you know. That's what I'm thinking. And if I'm in the market next time to look for a job, I'll probably put Googling as a skill that I have on my resume. So it is one of the very important skills. So yeah. So do you think that a fresher with no prior experience related to data science? Yes, definitely, because one of my friends, she was from electronics background, no experience in data science, just that she did some basic courses in data science and she came for masters, and the job that she has got is a sponsored job. It's, I think, it also depends on the luck and how many jobs you're applying to. And then there was another friend, she actually worked in data analytics field and she had 6 years of experience, but she did not get sponsored job, and she is going to apply for post study work visa. So it's not like the experience or the relevant experience matters a lot. It's like, maybe if you apply to lots and lots of companies. In that, probably the biggest stack, you will be able to pick a company which is ready to sponsor. But if you only target to those companies which are ready to sponsor your visa, probably you won't even get a call from those companies, and you will lose out on so many other uh, opportunities. So yeah, that's there. Can you please suggest me how to improve the basics, and also whether data camp courses are good platform? Data camp is a very good course, because when I was looking to do data science projects, or when I started learning data science, I came across data camp, and they had this free track which you can do to know more about data camp. I really loved the way they are executing the course. On the right hand side, they have this IDE where you can write your code. On the left hand side, they have the problem statement or the topics they want to explain you. So it's a very innovative way to teach people, where you are actually doing stuff and you are learning. So yeah, data camp is a very good platform to learn about data related stuff. Yeah, I will start visualizing data and then go on about cleaning data now. I never used to do it that way. It's fine. I mean, everybody has their own way to do it. It's not like a one particular way is right or wrong. Like I told you, it just goes hand in hand. So just try to optimize your workflow. That's all. In which domain you are currently working on, like CV? So if I talk about the domain, I will be working on medical data, and it's a tabular data, so it's not a computer vision or natural language processing. I will be working mainly with the traditional machine learning algorithms. And in medical domain, it's very much important that people want to use traditional machine learning algorithms, is because it is more, I mean, machine learning algorithms actually are more explainable in terms of why they are making that particular decision, and deep learning algorithms are more like a black box. Of course, there are many ways that you can make deep learning algorithms as well very explainable, but companies still like to use traditional machine learning algorithms. So that's what I will be working on. But then the data is of many different varieties. So maybe in future I'll have to work with computer vision or maybe natural language processing. So, but at this point, the plan is to work on the traditional tabular data. So that's it. I'll take a quick water break. I was almost about to spill the water, and I actually spilled it on my laptop. Shit. I need to clean it. But luckily, it didn't go to keyboard. You're welcome, Athan. All done. I also cleaned a lot of dust. So if we don't have any more questions, we can end the stream. But I will wait for, let's say, another 1 minute. And if you still have any questions, feel free to post. But if not, then I think this is it for today. Have you got job in UK? Pradu. You also commented this in yesterday's video. In the video, also, I told yes, I have. And in this live stream, also, I talked a lot about that. So, yes, I have uh, got a job in UK. And also, I mean, don't take it personally, Pradu, or anything like that. But it's just, I want to mention that in many of the videos, I have seen like many of the viewers have commented or asked the question which I have already answered in the video. So I always suggest people to watch the video full length, and then probably whatever questions you have, you just answer them, because you might have realized that even though I had mentioned that in my video, I still answered your question. So yeah, I still answer your question, but then it will waste your time as well, because then you will have to wait for my reply to your comments and stuff. So it's always good to watch the whole video. And if you feel like I haven't told that thing in the video, feel free to post it in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to answer, because I try to answer almost all the questions, all the comments that I get in the videos. So yeah, that's there. It just saves your time, that's all. uh do you go out in Newcastle a lot? Whenever someone calls me or a friend to meet, I go out, but I personally feel it kind of hard to motivate myself to go out. Today morning I had to go to, I mean, I wanted to go to grocery shopping, because now I don't have onions and vegetables and stuff. So if I need to cook something, I need to buy that. But when I saw outside it was drizzling a little bit, I was like, nah, I'm not going out because it's drizzling. I could have taken umbrella and I could have gone, and it was not too heavy, so it was still fine. But still, I did not go. But I think after this live stream, I will go for grocery shopping probably. So that's there. But yeah, I find it really hard to motivate myself to go out. But then, if a friend or group of friends they say, let's go to that particular place, I always say yes, because I know that I'm not gonna say yes to myself. So it's always good to say yes to other people. So that's why I don't. But whenever my friends are here, or if they make some plan, I always go out. So I have been to several places in Newcastle. There are some good parks like uh, Jesmedine is a very good one, and then Lee's Park is there, and a very famous bridge is there, which is Quayside, or Millennium Bridge they call it. So I have been to those kind of places. I have been to Durham, I have been to York, I have been to Bristol. So yes, I have been to few places, but yeah, I like traveling, but alone maybe not. I have worked on OCR based project, currently preparing for GATE for my masters. If I don't get good rank in GATE, I am planning to get another internship in computer vision. How should I approach it? Yeah, that's totally fine. You have already worked on OCR based projects, so that's a really good start. And you have something on your profile. So what you can do is um, make a web based page where you can actually post your projects. It need not be like a full-fledged app or for OCR. You can have it on your phone, you can scan things and stuff like that. So you don't have to do like that, but you can have a web page and just post your GitHub link there. I have a video about portfolio, how to make a portfolio using Git pages, so do check out that. So that way you will have a web page where you can list down all your projects which you want to show to your hiring managers and things like that, which actually uh, which actually tells them that you are not just showing your projects on your resume, but you actually have taken another step which other people are not doing, and that way your profile will stand a little bit out from other people. So I would suggest you to have a portfolio and put whatever projects you do. So you have already worked on OCR. For now, I think Gate will be in February first week. So I would highly suggest you to focus on your Gate for now, and don't really worry about data science or these kind of projects. Once you are done with your gate and before the results come out, work on 2 3 projects more in different domains, let's say NLP, traditional machine learning models, and things like that, and put those projects also on your resume, so that way your profile will look even better. Got any travel plans for UK as you have got a job now? Yeah, I really want to travel now because I like traveling. So one of my friends, she is in Bristol now, so we will plan something. She also loves traveling, and many of you had also asked about a room tour and general type of life in the UK, which I have not made a video about on my channel because it's mostly related to data science and programming sort of things. So, and to have another channel for that kind of thing, it will be really hard for me to manage 2 different channels, and it's already very hard for me to handle this channel with all the other things that I am doing. So I talked to her and she agreed, and we have created a channel. We have 4 short videos there, but they are just for fun, so I don't know, that's why I have not told about that channel at this point. But we are planning to make like a life in the UK, some tips and tricks and how things are here. So things like that, and some traveling videos. So we will be posting those kind of videos on that channel. But yeah, so we have plans, and like I told you, alone I won't do anything. So that's why I dragged my friend. So we will probably travel a bit, because right now I'm waiting for some time, is because once my job will start, I will see the schedule, how hectic the job is, I'm getting time on weekends or not. After that I will start planning about the travels as well, and also I'm low on budget right now, so I can't really spend much on travelings, and I don't want to move money from my Indian account to UK account at this point. So I'm just waiting that I should just start my job, and probably when I will have some earning, I will save some budget for traveling and stuff. So we will start traveling. So yeah, we will share our experience as well on that particular channel. Well, if you want to see, I can probably post the link of the channel in case if you want to see. But if you don't, that's totally fine. If I can find the channel, your channel, this is the channel. There is nothing on that channel. So yeah, that's all right. Yeah. So that's the plan for now. I hope I will get some time to travel because I love traveling. Uh, One question: whether 2 years of data analytics work experience in India would be counted after completing masters from UK in DS? Do you need to start as a fresher, or no? Your experience is in data domain, so you won't be considered as a fresher. You will have some experience, so your experience will definitely have weightage, and that will definitely ease out your struggles in finding a job. So yes, definitely it will be counted as a relevant experience. As Newcastle is a great student friendly city, is it easy to socialize there like with other fellow uni? Yes, definitely. People are very friendly. You, if you want to talk to them, yes, they are always open. And I have few friends. They are from Greek, so time to time they always say, Let's go on a coffee." So yeah, maybe in once in 2 months or something like that, we still meet. When we were in university, we used to uh, obviously solve each other's queries and things like that. So now we don't really meet because they are working somewhere else, I'm working somewhere else. So like, let's say once every 2 months we meet for coffee and we just share what we are doing right now. So yeah, people are really friendly, and it's very easy to socialize with people. If you are an outgoing person, if you like to go to clubs and things like that, probably you will be able to make even more friends. So yeah, it's a very great place to socialize. You're welcome, Ashutosh. I will send you the list of the universities on LinkedIn. Please help me out. Yeah, sure. Advanced software engineering, artificial intelligence, and intelligent agents, databases, and information system software engineering foundations. Yeah, they all sound really good to me. But if you're asking to pick one, I would pick advanced software engineering because, I mean, if you already have some knowledge about software development and things like that, then you can go for advanced. But if you think you don't have much knowledge about software engineering or things like that, then you should go for software engineering foundation. But then if you are more interested into AI and if you're fascinated about how AI works and how it can help and how it can make impact in the society, then definitely you should go for artificial intelligence and intelligent agent. So, and databases and information system is mainly for DBAs. So, if you want to go more into data engineering part, then definitely DBA is something, or database and information is something that you can opt for. Did you find it hard to make friends there in the UK? Is it easy to talk to people in general everywhere in the UK as far as your experience? Uh, no. The thing is, I don't really try to make friends, but still, I end up making a lot of friends. So you can see that even without any effort, I was able to find some good friends. So it's easy. It's not like people don't want to talk to foreigners or Indians or things like that. People are open-minded, especially in your university environment and in your work environment. People are very open-minded. But even if you go to stores and things like that, people are very polite. They talk to you in a very nice way. You can talk to them whatever you want. So yeah, it's always fun, and I haven't faced any issues. So it was totally fine for me in terms of socializing or at least making friends. Uh, do we do we have networking events in Newcastle? Like for alumni, had heard some universities host events either online or offline as dinner. Yes, university do have those sort of things. Because of COVID and stuff, things were not happening from past few years, but they're planning to do those kind of things in the future. So yes, there are those kind of things. And once you are done with your masters, you join some company, you are working there, and if you feel like you want to give talk on some topic which you are working on could be helpful for students, you can always reach out to the program director and they can arrange that kind of event and where you can go and give a talk. So yeah, those kind of things are also happening. So there are a lot of uh, meetups and events where you can go and you can talk to your batchmates or probably people who are already studying there. Harriet Watt offers MSc Data Science for 2 years. These are the core modules. Modules, are they more software engineering based or computer science? Yeah, like I told you, some of the computer science or the advanced software engineering or software engineering foundation, they will be more towards computer science sort of stuff. I think software engineering is a part of computer science, so the computer science department might be offering all these kind of uh, modules or courses. There are chances some universities they offer artificial intelligence or data science related courses from their mathematics school or mathematics department. So you just need to check from which department it is coming. If it is coming from mathematical department, that AI courses, it will be more on mathematical stuff and a little bit of programming around it. But I'm pretty sure that advanced software engineering and software engineering foundation or database and information systems, they will be offered by your computer science department. So yeah, it will be more towards programming. If I have answered your question properly, but if I have not, feel free to clarify in the chat. I'll be more than happy to build upon that. I'm good, Sanjay. How are you? I hope you are also doing good. That's why I like the UK a lot, cause everyone says that uh, what you're saying about people in place. Yeah, even I found them to be very friendly, and it's always good to have friendly people around you. They don't really judge you. And the thing is, when you come here and when you actually talk to them, and when they actually hear you talk in English, they feel like how's your English is so good, because English is not your first language. So that is something which I realize, which in India, if you were talking in English, they'll be like, yeah, fine, it's all right. But when you come here, people from here, they get really fascinated about how can you speak English so well, even though English is not your first language. So they really appreciate your effort. They really appreciate the things which you are good at. So it's always good to have such kind of people. What is your thought about graduate scheme data science? So yes, graduate scheme. I'm assuming that you're talking about a job. So if you are a fresher, there are good chances that you will be able to get a graduate roles relatively easily, as opposed to a full-time data science role. Graduate roles are also full-time roles, but here you will get trained for first few weeks or months, and then you will be put on different type of projects for another year, and then you will explore a lot of different domains, and then eventually you can choose a particular domain which you actually like, and then you can work on it. But also there is one condition, that it also depends on the business requirements. So maybe you want to work on data analytics, or let's say you want to work on deep learning specifically, but they don't really have a project related to deep learning, so they might put you on very closely related stuff, which is machine learning. But you are if they don't have machine learning stuff, then they can probably put you on data analytics as well. But if they don't have any data science related project, then they might put you on a software engineering role. So that is something that's kind of trade-off. But as a fresher, it is usually easy to find a graduate roles. But then there are so many companies, they're offering graduate data scientist roles. So in that, it is one thing is certain, that you will be working in a data science field, and one of the part of data science domain. So yeah, that is there. I was asking in terms of alumni, like did you get to meet your seniors who are ahead? No, up from university side, and like I also told you, because of COVID and stuff, they are not organizing those kind of stuff at this point. So from university side, I was not able to talk to my seniors, but I reached out to some of the people, and I was able to meet them on my personal level, but not from university side. Bro, I got into University of Surrey for business analytics for Feb intake. What's your view about the university? I think someone had sent me a list, because the person with whom I have a meeting today, he wanted to know about several universities. So, University of Surrey is one of the universities that he had mentioned in his list. So, I have the list with me here. So, the course content is good. That's what I have written on my page. So, course content is good, and also the location is fine. So if you want to go for University of Surrey, I'm pretty sure you won't regret your decision. It's a good university. So definitely you can go for that university. So as your job haven't started yet, are you doing any part-time job or something to manage expense? No, I have savings from my internship, so I'm just using that amount, and uh, I am not officially on the payroll in the company, but they are providing me some funds for courses and stuff. So that is there. So I can use that fund for courses, but if I can save something from that, I can probably use it for expense. So that is totally fine. And I think it's another 10-15 days. That's all. So yeah, I'm not doing any part-time job at this point. One more reason is that if I start doing part-time job, I will not be able to give much time to YouTube and also other things which I am working on. So I want to distribute my time wisely and things which actually matters to me, because if I go and do part-time job, probably I will make some money and things like that. It's totally fine. But when I come here on YouTube, because I'm doing live stream today, but if I had a part-time job, probably today I would have to had to work. So I might not be able to do these kind of things. So I like coming here, talking to you guys, and making videos which you actually want. So with because of those things, I primarily focusing on YouTube and other stuff which I'm doing. And once my job will start, I will definitely have to rearrange my schedule. So yeah, because of that, I'm not doing part-time job at this point. Bro, which visa would you recommend? Standard visa or priority visa? My course start in Feb. What's your recommendation? If you are ready with everything and if you are applying now for your visa, it's 29th October. So you will get visa by the end of November, hopefully. So you don't really need priority visa at this point. But if you are applying in January for your visa, then I would suggest you to apply for priority visa. Did you find it expensive to study MS in UK before you started your course in Newcastle? Did you find it expensive to study? I wanted to make this video like, is it really expensive to study outside India or in the UK? I have it on my list, but for that I need to do a lot of different calculations. But if I will just explain you a bit. Initially, when we see the fees as £20,000, £30,000, 30,000 is still expensive, but £20,000, 20,000, £25,000, it definitely looks really expensive. But what I would suggest you is take loan and don't put too much pressure on your own pocket. And when you come here, if you want to work part time, go for it. But for first 6 months, no, don't do that. That is just my opinion. But if you feel like you're comfortable, you are managing time very well, you have a lot of time, then definitely go for part time job. Take part time job in second semester, and there you will be able to make some money. And once you finish your masters, so let's say your fees was around £25,000. I'm saying for because most people are trying to get into affordable universities, so your fees might be even less, around not even 15 now, but yeah, 15 16,000 pound, let's say. So 15 16,000 pound to 25,000 pounds, so that will be your fees. But when you finish your course and you get into a job, your salary will be minimum 30,000 pound. But of course you will have to pay taxes and living expense and stuff. But still, by the end of the year, you will be able to save at least £12,000, which you can pay back to your bank to get off your loan. So within 2 to 3 years, you will be able to clear off your loan. So if we see that way, it's not really expensive. But yeah, if you are paying fees from your pocket upfront, it is expensive. But yeah, I personally think it's not that expensive in terms of return on investment, if you see, because being things expensive or not, it is very relative to what return you are getting or based on return on investment. So for me, I think if I see return on investment, it was not expensive. But if you just neglect your return on investment, it is expensive, yes. Bro, I got data science Coventry. Congrats, Vyas. It's a good university. So, yeah, go for it. Yeah, Yosh, it's always great to come here and talk to you guys like this. Is it easy to switch to business analytics from data science or data science to business analytics? Which among the two is high demand more than other? So switching from data science to business analytics is relatively easier than switching from business analytics to data science. And which of the skills are in demand? I think uh, both are in demand. It's not like I can say that data science is in more demand or data analytics is or business analytics is in more demand. But the thing is, the courses which universities are providing, even under business analytics, is more of a more like a data analytics course. So eventually, you end up learning some of the things which are being covered in data science. So why not take a data science course and learn everything properly rather than learning things in bits and pieces? So that's why I always suggest I don't want to say that I suggest, but I can say that going with data science will be a better option than with business analytics. But if you want to purely stick to less technical stuff, and if you are not confident in technical stuff, then business analytics should be fine. Thank you for your kind words, Sanjay, because yeah, it takes quite a lot of motivation and effort to make these videos because when I talk to some of my friends, they say you're making videos on YouTube, 10-minute video, 15-minute video. Uh, it's good that you might be making a lot of money and stuff, but I'm telling frankly that I get around $100 every 2 months. So it's nothing. If I convert it into Indian rupees, it's like 7,500 Indian rupees every 2 months, which is not even enough to cover your living expense. So it's not like I'm making a lot of money, and I don't even take sponsorship from courses. They were ready to pay me quite a lot, but I don't take sponsorship from those courses because I personally feel like they're too expensive and it's not worth for the viewers I have to pay in that courses. So I don't even take that. So I don't have much earning from YouTube. But the thing is, it's always uh, it's always good to come here talk to you guys like this, because when I hear these kind word from you guys, it always motivates me to keep making these videos. And there are times when I feel completely exhausted from all the things, and I'll be like, okay, fine, today I don't want to make video. And sometimes there are days when I don't make videos, but then I collect myself, I motivate myself. I'll be like, this video might help few people. And if you go to my channel, you will see some videos do great, some videos don't do that great. And the videos which are not doing that amazing are the videos which only few people have asked me to do. So I have got requests to write to make a video on report writing, and only one person or two-person asked me to make a video. And still, I made the video, and I knew that not many people are going to watch that, and even the people who are watching that, they're not going to share with their batchmate or people. So I know that the effort that I'm making is not going to be very helpful for the channel or anything, but still I make a video just for those two people. So I'm just trying to provide the information which not many people are providing. And if you go to other channels which are making about which are making videos about life in the UK, house life, they are going traveling and stuff, they're vlogging. Those channels are having lot of viewership, mainly because people are more interested in those kind of things, I guess. And I have a very niche domain where I'm making videos just about data science and things like that, which not many people want to watch, I guess. That's why I have so less subscribers even after 2 years, I suppose. But it does not bother me much as long as I am making these videos for you guys, and as long as this is helping you guys. Because even in the videos, I find some comments, people saying the videos are really helpful and the notes which I have provided for data science is helpful. So that is what just kept me going, and I just try to make videos on regular basis at least. Even though I don't have a scheduled upload times where I can say that I will upload video every Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday at this particular time. But at least I try to post videos every week or things like that. So yeah, it takes quite a lot of motivation, and the kind word that you guys give me, that keeps me just going. ROI is what matters. Great explanation. Yeah, exactly. ROI is something which we should look at. Is University of South Wales good for data science? I don't know much about South Wales University. So what I will do is I will again note it down on my list, and I will look into it, and I will let you know in the comment section once the stream is over. Yep, all done. So yeah, I will look into it, and yeah, do check out the comment section afterwards. So I will let you know there. Probably by evening. Right now in the UK, the time is around 1:30. So I have another meeting at 3:30 with one of the viewers. He wanted to know about different universities. He has given me a lot of different universities, and there are some questions which he wants to ask. So probably after 3:30, I will do a research on the universities which I have got in the chat, which is Hertfordshire, data science versus data science analytics, and South Wales for data science. So yeah, I will look into those, and I will also let you know in the comment section. University of Hull. I once saw the course content, and I think the course content was good, but I don't remember the exact stuff at the top of my mind. So I will again note down this also, and I will let you know in the comment section. Uh, so if you guys still have some question, feel free to post it. We are just over 1 hour 30 minutes, but if we don't, then I can probably stop the stream, and hope to see you next week again. You can charge for that using Topmate, or charge for what? I mean, I am giving this one-to-one session to my members, the channel members, whoever choose to join the channel membership. So that's there, but I don't know about Topmate and this, but I will look into it, whatever it is. So if it is more helpful for the viewers, uh, or to the channel, then I will probably switch to Topmate and not to the channel membership thing. And thank you so much for letting me know, Ashutosh, because even I don't know a lot of stuff, so it's always good to exchange knowledge or exchange things, because in terms of YouTube, I don't even know all the features of YouTube probably. So I just make a video, I upload it, and I am doing these live streams, and probably in live stream also there might be a lot of different features which I don't know about. So yeah, that's there. But thank you so much for letting me know. Any alternative to applied AI course? At this point, I think iNeuron is one of the good, better courses to go for, and it's affordable as well. And the course content that they have is really good, and the teaching is also good. I personally don't like live classes, because I'll have to sit in a class and have to listen to things for hours. That is the only downside from my end. But if live classes is not a big deal for you, then definitely iNeuron is a good place to learn. You are savior to us. We appreciate your help. Very few people can do this. Thank you so much, Brian. It's really motivating to hear these kind of words. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to assist us. Thank you again. I'm glad. Thanks a lot. By the way, Rohan is my brother. Yeah, I too don't like live classes, so any other alternatives? Uh, Probably you can look into CloudX Lab if they have recorded sessions. So CloudX Lab is again a good platform, and many people are talking about Groovy as well. And long back, I looked into the course; it was pretty good. So those are two other platforms which you can look into. Is management in business analytics from Swansea a good course? So I think Swansea is there on the list again. Yeah, so in terms of business analytics course, I think the course content of Swansea is really good. So because I have put down a star in front of Swansea, so yes, the course content is good. And in terms of location, I think it's kind of remote. So I would highly suggest you to talk to people from Swansea University and check the current state of part-time job if you're planning to do so. But if part-time job is not your concern, then yes, the course content of the Swansea is really good. iNeuron provided records of past session, but applied AI course was great, even considering today's scenario. Govi focused too much on fundamentals. Yeah, so even though they provide the recorded sessions, it usually is not that concise. You will still have to watch 1 hour of the video, or maybe more than that. So even if you watch at 1.5x speed, it takes quite a lot of time, so that's the drawback. And yeah, I still think the course content of applied AI course is really phenomenal. So because the way they teach is amazing, the depth they cover is really nice, and the assignments that they have is really good. It's not like you're working on some toy data set. So yeah, the projects are actually very complex, which I appreciate a lot. But many people say that the assignments are just too hard and you can't really complete the course. So if you are finding things to be hard and if that demotivates you, then probably when you go to a workplace, you will not be able to handle the pressure and the complexity of the projects that are going to come to your way. So I think I really appreciate the kind of assignments they have in the course. So I still think Applied AI has a really good course content. I don't remember now what the fees is, but I've heard like it's very expensive now. So that's there. So if you can afford that course, it is still really good. But if budget is your issue, then I think iNeuron is the place to go for. And like Ashutosh mentioned, Govi focuses too much on fundamentals. So uh, if you don't have any fundamental knowledge, if you are at really ground zero, then definitely Govi could help you. But if they just stop at fundamentals and they don't go to the advanced things, but then you'll have to go to other courses, which I think is not good. I personally feel if you are taking one course, it should have everything and you should be done with that. You don't have to spend a lot in different courses. So that's the thing. So yeah, do check out Iron Neuron, and if you can afford applied AI course, just go with that. I'm already a student of applied AI here in India. Would it be helpful in master's course in data science? It helps a lot because you will know almost everything what they will cover in masters. In masters, they do cover some newer stuff like cycle GAN and stuff. But applied AI do conduct some live sessions on things like that. But I don't think they have conducted a live session on cycle GAN or GAN in general. But if they have, then you are covered with that as well. But yeah, in masters they cover some newer stuff, but the basics that you will learn from applied AI course is boost your learning by a huge margin. And I can't really emphasize enough on this. It helped me a lot. So yes, it does really help. What kind of job opportunities can someone get if they complete masters in business analytics rather than if you do masters in business analytics, you will be business analyst, and you will be mainly interacting with your clients, taking a problem from them and converting it into a technical problem, and then you will give it to your data analyst or data scientist team. So that will be your role, and I think that's what you will be doing. And you might get something close to management stuff, so that's there. But as a fresher, most of the companies don't really consider people for a managerial role. So that's there. That's why I personally feel like business analytics does not have a good fit in the job market. Even many universities are confused what to cover, what to not, because if you see business analytics courses, they are so diversified. Some universities offer purely technical stuff which should be covered in a data analytics course. Some universities are offering some managerial stuff, and some universities are covering machine learning and things like that in business analytics course, which I don't think is accurate. So even universities don't know where to draw the line. So in my opinion, the safe part is to go for data science courses. That's why I prefer to have a data science course rather than a business analytics course. It's just very confusing. So that is my opinion. Work is hard with the deadline. I agree. Deadlines make things even harder. Uh, Please suggest best course for computer vision for placement. I have basic knowledge of CNN, RNN, YOLO, and other stuff. So yeah, you already have knowledge of quite a lot of things. So oh, you just want placement from the course. Hmm. That's where the hard part comes, because there are so many courses in the market. They say 100% placement and things like that, which is not true actually. 100% placement for those people who have completed the course, or they are coming from certain background. So that is the thing. No one can guarantee you placement. So what you can do is just go with any course which fits in your budget, which is providing you placement assistant. Because what they can do is they can put you into some interviews. After that, it all comes down to you, what type of knowledge you have, how well you do in the interviews. So that's there. And to do that, you need to be very good with what you know, and your technical skills and your communication skills. So that's why I always suggest people to take a course which has a good course content and teaching. Because even if a course is covering almost everything in data science, but the teaching is not good and you are not able to resonate with the educator, no point in having a good course content. So if you want to choose a course, the first thing you should look for is course content. Next thing is see how they're teaching, because nowadays most of the institute have their YouTube channel where they are providing a lot of educational material. They explain a lot of content, so go and watch some of the videos. If you feel yes, they are teaching in a good way, then you can take that course, because almost all the courses are providing placement assistance. So that's there, but I can't really suggest one course which will definitely get you placed, because no one can promise you that yes, you will get placed. And if I just mention one or two courses, uh, I might be cheating you, which I don't want to do. So yeah, there is no one course. Just look for a good course content and teaching methodology, and based on that, choose that course if it fits in your budget. Does UK companies offer sponsored jobs to international students? Yes, they do. I have got sponsorship job, so yes, they do. But it's relatively hard to find now because companies want to cut down on the cost, and because of post-study work visa, most of the companies want you to take post-study work visa. But it's not impossible. It is possible to find a sponsorship job. We have now reached 1 hour 45 minutes. So if you still have questions, feel free to post it. I will answer them. But if not, then I will end the stream, and we'll see you next time around. So I do live sessions every Saturday, 12 p.m. British Summer Time, and 4:30 IST. So that's there. So yeah, I will end this stream now, and it was really nice talking to you all, and thank you for joining in. You can again come next time, and whatever questions I have noted down, I will answer those questions in the comment section, maybe by evening 6 p.m. British Summer Time. So yeah. Oh, we have one more question. I will take this last question now. Can you suggest some universities for data analytics? Uh, for data analytics, one of the best universities is Queen's University Belfast. I really like their course. So it was a good course content. It had a good course content. I think Kingston also has data analytics course, and it is a good one. Uh, but yeah, I need to look into the course content of universities. If you have some university in your mind, feel free to let me know. I will check those universities and let you know in the comment section. But yeah, for now, I will end this stream, and thank you for joining. And if you found this live stream helpful, give this live stream or the video a like. And yeah, hope to see you in the next live stream. Bye. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone.